Hello and welcome to the Abundology podcast. My name is Renee Spears and I'm a spirit guide channeler and spiritual life and business mentor, and I help people be happy and attract more money, love, time, and joy in their lives. I'm coming to you from beautiful Bozeman, Montana, and this is the weekly energy update for the week of February 19th, 2023. Every Sunday, I talk about how the energy is going to be for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And we're 1 month into the 3 months we have this year with no planets retrograde. So the forward movement energy started off a little slow, and it's been building, and the new moon that we have tonight, Sunday, around 11 p.m. on the West Coast and 2 in the morning on the East Coast, really propels us forward. So new moons are always here to give us a clean slate. They're a cosmic refresh that we can use to start new and begin again. And they're for setting intentions. And if you have a lack in your life, then this is the time the universe will work to fill it. The time we spent over the last month getting rid of everything that wasn't working for us or was holding us back, it pays off now. We've made room for the new, and now the universe will fill it up with wonderful things, people, and experiences. So right now we want to focus on filling your life with experiences you love. Whether it's a cool workout class, a weekend away, maybe a day doing puzzles. This helps remind you that there's more to life than working your way through the daily grind. And this is important right now because the energy of this new moon and the intentions we set with it will stay with us for the next 3 years, which we'll talk about in a minute. By focusing on experiences we love and not work, we're setting our energy so that we're more in the flow of abundance and the good stuff in life in the future. So, new moons aren't exactly rare. They happen every single month, each time in a different sign, meaning that we only get that specific type of new moon energy once a year. And this month, we're blessed by a new moon in Pisces. A new moon in Pisces is emotional and full of creative breakthroughs and fantastical energy. This moon will make us feel like we're living in a movie. And it'll make you want to cram a ton of good stuff into your life. You'll crave more time for good music, bubble baths with a glass of wine, time with friends, sex, everything basically. Hey, as long as you're not doing anything illegal or dangerous, have at it. The Pisces new moon also gets us thinking about where we're headed and where we want to be in life and in our career. We're talking about a profound reflection on life, on our goals, and on ourselves. Pisces allows us to go deep into our emotions and listen to our heart and our intuition. The energy we're getting from this new moon in Pisces is a bit different from previous years, mainly because it's carrying the energy of Saturn, the planet of karma, the taskmaster planet. Saturn is always inspiring us to take productive steps and think and act long term. So also in the next 2 weeks with this lunar cycle, Saturn will enter Pisces, reactivating the exact same place in the sky which this new moon takes place. So Saturn will stay in Pisces for the next 3 years. And the actions we take and the things we start to manifest now will have long-term effects on us and last for the next 3 years. So this is a very important new moon. Pause for a moment to take stock of where you're at. What do you want to work on this year? What about next year? Dream up what you want your life to look like, big picture, and then use this new moon to propel you forward. This is the time to dream big. The message to dream big came through to a client this week in a session. And she asked, what does it look like to dream big? Give me an example. And the example her guides gave was to picture herself in Paris, staying at the Ritz in a suite with a balcony overlooking the Eiffel Tower with her soulmate, maybe eating croissants and drinking wine. We both laughed because it sounded a little bullshitty. So right now, allow yourself to dream a dream so big that it feels a little bullshitty. We tend not to allow ourselves to dream like this because it's not realistic and it'll never happen. But we have no problem worrying and thinking about the worst thing that could possibly happen, sometimes all day long. Like, that's okay, but dreaming a huge, wonderful dream isn't. Dreaming and visualizing big dreams lifts your energy and it increases your vibe. So even if the bullshitty dream doesn't come true, spending time in the positive energy of dreaming will bring you something much better than if you spent that same time worrying. And there's actually an astrological reason why this new moon may be more dreamlike than others. So Venus and Pluto will be sitting at the final degree before changing signs. Like, this marks the end of a cycle. And Pisces knows a great deal about surrender and letting the wheels of fate and transformation take over. Change is in the air. And with all the planetary shifts coming in March, we'll be completely different people after this lunation. This Venus-Pluto connection is something we can take advantage of. Making a dream come true is actually possible right now. But your dreams can't come true if you don't even have a dream. So allow yourself to go there. Allow yourself to dream right now. And then one more thing. Mars is also active. I mean, you're getting the idea. There's lots of stuff going on with this new moon. Now remember, Mars is the planet of action. So we have these big ideas about our future, and Mars is saying, hey, what do you want to do about them? Let's take some action. The only issue is that Pisces season is all about going with the flow. So you may feel this push and pull to move forward and do something, and the feeling that you really don't want to do anything right now. So it's important to go with the flow and not do anything that'll stress you out. If something seems a little too intense, it's more than okay to push it off a little bit. You have the next 3 years to get it done. So to recap, this new moon is a magically potent time to start something new. What you do with that fresh start, though, it's all up to you. The intentions you set and what you start now have big repercussions for the next 3 years. So allow yourself to dream big. Don't think about being realistic right now. Just dream the biggest dream you can imagine. And there's no pressure to should right now. Just let the shoulds that you should be doing something go. And just go with the flow. If you feel like working on something, do it. If you feel like taking a day off to sit and think, do it. Remember, there's plenty of time. So as always, thank you for listening and passing this podcast on to a friend you think may find value in it. Hey, I do have a couple of spots left for my private Montana spiritual retreats this summer. So if your intention is to live in a more authentic way or finally figure out how to just be, please think about spending 3 days being with me in beautiful Montana without stress and anxiety, and learn how to live like that. It is a life-changing experience, and you can find more info and make an appointment to talk to me more about it on my website, Abundology.com. So have a wonderful new moon. Enjoy this dreamy, wonderful, lovely energy, and I will talk to you again next week.